Canada, in Quebec, Allied statesmen and the combined chiefs of staff plan their return to Mandalay, to Chungking. China, Burma, India have moved to the forefront of global planning. China must be kept in the war. Land communications must be reopened. A supreme commander is chosen to direct the campaign in Southeast Asia. Admiral Lord Louis Mountbatten. From the island of Ceylon, from bases in India, Lord Mountbatten marshals his sea power, without which no land campaign will be possible. The United States carrier Saratoga is welcomed to the Allied East Indies fleet by the crew of the British battleship Queen Elizabeth. The Royal Navy, the United States Navy, and the navies of France, the Netherlands, Australia, South Africa pool their warships to guard 7 million square miles of ocean. The mission of the fleet in these waters is threefold. Deny the Indian Ocean and adjacent waters to the enemy. Cut his communications with Burma. Protect the Allied convoys, on whose safe arrival the destiny of Southeast Asia now depends. His Majesty's Indian ship. India is a focal point in the world's communications system, and Indians have been seafarers since prehistoric times. In World War II, Indian ships and sailors fight in the Battle of the Atlantic, in North Africa, at Sicily. And as the Royal Indian Navy, they help defend their homeland against Japanese invasion, keep the sea lanes open to liberate Burma, to save China. Cruisers like His Majesty's ship Delhi, destroyers like the Rajput, patrol the Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea, the Gulf of Mannar. Alert, efficient, ready to fight for the cause of freedom. Axis submarines, German, Italian, Japanese, prowl the Indian Ocean. An ever-constant threat to Allied convoys carrying men and supplies to China, Burma, India. The main body of the Japanese surface fleet has more than it can do to cope with the United States Navy in the Pacific. But there are Imperial submarines to spare. Across 3 vast oceans, past 3 great continents, the supplies for victory reach the docks of Calcutta. From the United States, from Great Britain, from the factories of India herself. Half a world away, the war in Europe demands and consumes millions of men, billions of supplies. Half a world away, the war in the Pacific demands and consumes more millions of men, more billions of supplies. Calcutta gets only what can be spared from democracy's ever-emptying arsenals. Cargo planes will fly a portion of the supplies into China over the Himalayan hump at the rate of 47,000 tons a month. Even so, the overwhelming mass of materiel must reach China overland, or China will perish. The problem of getting the supplies through becomes the toughest of the war, of any war in history. The first link is a ramshackle railroad that hauls the supplies north from Calcutta. The first link is the easy link. Southeast Asia overrun by the Japanese, with the Burma Road cut, Allied supplies pour from Calcutta to Ledo, on the border of India. From Ledo, the Allies must now hack a road out of the central Burmese jungle, fighting the enemy and nature all the way, to join up with the old Burma Road. Troops, supplies, equipment assembled to drive the Japanese from Burma, to build the road, and to lay a pipeline along the route to carry desperately needed oil and gasoline to China. But before engineers can build, armies must fight. And before armies can fight, man must wait on weather. The monsoon that storms in from the Indian Ocean at every change of season, lashing jungle and mountain with warm, paralyzing torrents of rain. Has come. A truly cosmopolitan army stands ready for the bitter ordeal ahead in Burma. Scotsmen, Irishmen, Welshmen, Americans, Australians, New Zealanders, Indians, Gurkhas, Burmese, Africans, Chinese, British. The campaign begins late in 1943. Into the jungle file the Allied troops. Into the jungle that reeks and steams with 1,000 fetid evils spread by germ and insect. Malaria, cholera, typhus, dysentery, beriberi, tropical fever. It will be a war of hunting and stalking, of ambush and infiltration, of sudden alarm by day, of strange terrors by night.